Alright, I'm going to run Manifold Garden and do the game is not enough achievement, which actually I already have, but the task is to not place any of the God cubes. So the way you do that is there's essentially an alternate path, and if you've played the game through in regular, you'll notice there are sections, or there are other doors which you can only you can't go through. You don't need to go through. But essentially, there's another path through the game, which in some ways is a shortcut. In some ways, it takes longer. And portions of that you have to sort of unlock through new puzzles, and portions of it you have to like carry cubes around from other areas in the wrong, kind of in the wrong gravity, to get through certain doors. So I followed another person's guide, and there is another video guide I watched, but the guy was playing on a console, so he was just very slow, and his movements were like not very optimized. Oops. Also, there's this one section where he does this like kind of funky wall climb, which I think is just a little too tricky. A little too tricky for sort of normal play. But, I mean, I'm kind of continue to be amazed at just how good this game is. I was thinking there a moment, I want to do the blue, the green side last, because I do need to take a cube out of there. So we'll do that last. This first section, you're going to solve these mostly as designed. Because we do need the black cube at the end of this level. So one of the things is, with the black cube, you can get through those doors that are like covered in that like white, pattern. They become essentially transparent. What am I doing? Turn the wrong way, I guess. And that's a trick that needs to happen in this first area. So you're going to see me kind of like, no, this isn't really speed running, but I'm going to go through these quickly. I'm not using any cheats, no like crazy wall clip. You can beat the game in a few minutes if you use the wall clip through some of these special areas. Now, to the yellow, right? I've done this no God Cube playthrough a few times, so I don't think I should have to look at the guide. This does take me far. This does take me about as long as a regular playthrough, just because you spend so much time getting the cubes out of this one area. And maybe there's a better way. Alright, so this is where we're going to take one of the blue cubes out of here. You only need 2. I normally wouldn't grab this top one. And actually, once the puzzle's solved, I don't think you really need. You could take any of the blue ones. Now, I'm going to grab the blue cube. Pretty easy to get out of here. You just need to, at the end here, go back to the blue. And we basically need to get this out the door. And we're going to use this green cube as a step. And then you can stand on the door, grab the cube. Oh, I do need to place the green cube. Alright, so that's going to give us the black cube. And then basically, I need this cube. I'm just carrying it down to where the black cube is. I need the black cube first. So we're going to go back out the way we came in. I'm going to leave that there. So I'm heading back out the way we started. And on the outside of this tower, so from here, you just go down the stairs a couple layers, I guess, a couple levels, I guess it's on the back of the tower. There's one of these doors that you can't normally get through. And then, so once you're inside here, there's a switch. So what I do is I just drop the cube and hit the switch, and then this door opens. And then I let the disappearing cube just take me back to where I was. And I drop the blue cube here. So this is essentially how you break out of Area 1, I guess, up to this point. So we're going to go out. And then I think might be shorter to go this way. I think it's on this side. There it is. I missed it. So this is the switch we just pressed that opened the door, and you'll see down here there's a receptacle. So I don't think this is normally part of the game, but we're going to very shortly. So this is a new puzzle you don't find in the regular game. You'll see there's a yellow switch up there. So actually, let's get the yellow cube first. This is kind of an interesting puzzle. You can actually keep stacking these two cubes on top of one another. And eventually you'll have the yellow cube high enough to grab this way. Is there a different way to do that? This platform is kind of floating by itself, so I think that's basically how you have to do that one. And then this is going to lead us through a series of other doors, which you normally wouldn't go through. And this is a puzzle you would normally come to from a different way. I kind of wonder how they found this. It must have been a team of people, probably like the speedrunners who were able to clip, who were like using exploits to clip, or bugs to clip out of the game. So this puzzle, I'm not actually sure what area we're in now, but this puzzle will be much later in the game. Okay, so this area you'll recognize. I think they call this like one of the nexuses or something. So there's a tree. It's got red cubes. So we're going to use both of these cubes eventually. Actually, a bit shorter. But for now, we're just going to go through the door that we can go through with one cube. In this area, you'll recognize it. Now, I think like this door down here, it's got a yellow receptacle. This you don't normally go through in the regular game, I think. You normally go this way. But one of the things we're going to do is we're going to get a green and yellow cube for the next area to open that up. Grab the yellow one again. Because we do go through this door a few times, so it's handy to have this door open. You can use that yellow. You can get that yellow cube out and open that door further back. And this level, we do need to. Let's see, where is it here? This is one of the green and yellow cubes we're going to use later, but we need to go forward far enough so we can get another one. We do need to progress a little ways, and then we'll come back here and get that cube in a little bit. I haven't memorized all the transitions. I do quite like these puzzles where it's got the big blocks you need to move around. It's pretty cool. So you don't need to open any doors here. We are going to go through this level to the next one, I believe. There's green and yellow cubes here. Actually, what can I take? Kind of curious if I could do this shorter by taking one of these cubes. I think the problem is I need to go out that door, so there's no way to get the cube up, and there's nothing I can like put it on to get it next to the door, because these cubes are the wrong way. I think I thought of that before. So I think it's just a few more minutes to get through this next section. And of course, you need both of those cubes in place to keep the entrance, or to keep the exit open. I think that's such a good idea for a puzzle mechanic. It's like giant Tetris blocks. Okay, we'll open a door when we come out. If you're interested in game development, listen to William Cheer's GDC talk from a few years ago about the development of the game. I think it was pretty interesting. Okay, so here's the second block. This one we're going to take with us. So we're done solving puzzles in this level. Because these blocks move in 2 gravities, it's fairly easy to get them out. We're going to drop this one on this thing. Must be a faster way. It's over there. I've done this before. Better. I'm sure. All right. All right. So now we just need to come out. So now we need to go back in the blue building. Which has switches on the outside. So it's fairly easy to spot. And this one. And this one has the door that we opened there. So let me just drop that. So we're essentially doubling back to that yellow receptacle. And this block we're also going to use all the way through. This block we're going to use in another place as well. Satisfying. Okay, so now we're in another side track. This is also a new puzzle, actually a pretty interesting one. The first time you play through. Which way is best here? But it ends up being pretty easy. Another typical water puzzle. Oh yeah, so that's the door we need to get through. There's a green thing there, and essentially when we first come in, there's this green tree here. So it ends up being not too hard. And once we're through, we never come back this way. Okay, so this room, you can fall down forever, basically. But if you look just up, there's a door and a switch there, just on the ceiling. So we can just walk over that. It's kind of hard to see when you're falling all the way through. And this connects you to this area with the orange tree and the 2 receptacles. So go around twice. And I don't know if there's any shortcut for this one or not. And I don't think we come back this way either. We do. This pattern seems different every time. Sometimes it's hard to see the block down there. Alright, now we're to the next nexus. And this is where some things get a little tedious. So you're just going to go through the switch. And then, where's the boxes? We're going to solve these as normal. I'm going to use one of these orange magenta cubes later. Red tree. So it's kind of the next part is it's kind of a mind-bending puzzle too. So what you have to do. Okay, so that's the normal path, this door here, but there's actually another exit in this room. And I'm actually not so sure which way to get to it. I always just like fall a long time and then see, there it is. Alright, so this is a rather long ball puzzle, and most of the puzzle is outside, so you can't see what's going on. You would have to do a lot of trial and error. But I wrote down the path. So you start on green, and then we go purple. And then, I don't remember which colors are next to one another. The next color we need is yellow. Then red. And you'll hear the noise of it sort of bouncing around. Then orange. Then green forces that down this way. Purple. Magenta. Then blue. Then yellow. Then red. Which way is red? Red. Just need red. Red. Yellow. Orange. Blue. Orange. green. You see the balls there. So that I got from a guide. You can write it down, or maybe I'll put that sequence in the description if you need. Alright, so we're out in side path, and then doubling back to some of the waterfall areas. So solve is normal. Alright, so that takes us back to the nexus and this part, so we can go in that door now. This part is a little tedious. We're basically going to not do the next area, but we need to gather there's essentially a bunch of blue cubes we're going to gather up here. There's 5 of them in here. Then we're going to take back out that door. One. This is going to take a little while, so they're all right here. You need to spawn the water thing. So you can probably skip ahead in the video about 5 minutes. So I'm going to gather them all, and I need to take them back out. And then we're going to start moving the waterfall around. Three. Alright, and then we need to basically take them back out the way we came. Really tedious. Faster way. So I'm going to have 6 blue cubes. I'm going to use them all. And there are like 3 more in the next area, in the next room, that I'm also going to use. And then that lets us connect up most of the stuff we need to get through to the end. Faster. Fall so far. It is clever, but it is quite tedious. Alright, so we're done with that room. Now we need to start. So this waterfall opens the next door, and we are going to go through there. It's going to take me a few more minutes to get all these in. So the tricky thing is, we need this waterfall to open this door. We also need it to open another door beyond this room. So we're going to redirect the waterfall like 8 times. To get it into the next area. That's fine. Let's go back this way. If me flying around doesn't make you sick, I don't know what will. Alright, so we're going to put this out of the area, like so. And that takes us to the next room. So in the next room, there are more cubes. So let's just get all these. It's just a lot of walking and moving cubes around. And then you'll see this switch. We're going to use that switch. It actually takes us over here. This is the other door we need to open up with the waterfall. And we need to open that door over there, which is actually behind me. So this is the exit for the waterfall. You'll see we're back to the door, and we're just going to redirect the water. It's kind of crazy. It is kind of crazy. And then this switch kind of gets in the way a little bit if you just put it to the left, I think. Yeah. Okay. So this opens up another set of areas that you normally don't go to. This connects to the orange cube area. And literally the only thing we need out of here is that orange cube. We're just going to fall back down to the door we just came out of. And you can't take this cube through that door for some reason. It disappears. So you actually have to go out this way. Okay, so there's the door with the waterfall we just created. So we need to go over here. And yeah, this way, here. And okay, so this is another thing that's going to bend your mind. Is this the next area we need to get through is through the ceiling. I know. And we actually spend quite a lot of time getting stuff set up for this next area. So behind the ceiling here, or in the ceiling, there is a orange cube receptacle, and back that way there's also a red one. So annoyingly you can't fit around that. And this is going to connect us with, have we been in here before? I don't think so. This is going to connect us with the big block area. This door, this looks familiar from another spot in the game, but it's not the same spot. Actually, maybe it is the same spot. You come out this, don't you? Alright, so we're back to the Nexus. I'm not sure which Nexus this is. We do not need this blue cube, so we can just ignore it. We're actually going to go, so where we put the orange cube, we need a red one. So this is, we're going to grab a second red cube from this tree. And we're going to backtrack to the ceiling. Whoops, in here. So we're going to come through this hallway a bunch of times. I need to get the green and yellow cubes this way as well. We need to go up these stairs. And then out here, we need to fall. Oh yeah, it is. So there's stairs down here. There's so much gray, it's kind of hard to see here. And there. And there. Alright, so we're back to the orange cube. And the red one is, so we're on the ceiling from the previous area. So the red one goes down there, but I actually need this to stack the yellow and green cubes on. So now we're going to go get those. This is kind of tedious. quite a lot of walking. Alright, so when you come out here, we need to basically go up one level, and then we're going to go in where we place the first red cube. And this is going to take us to this long area. So there's one green and yellow cube down there. We don't need that door anymore, so I'm actually going to take that one. But I need to go back out to the big cube area. So we're in the blue building, and we can go back. I think a long time ago, you might remember I mentioned we're going to come take this cube. So I use the orange cube to get the green and yellow cube out. Let's see. What do we have here? Just came from there. Oh, fall. And then this one is actually pretty easy. We can just grab this floor, grab the cube, and then we need to go up through there. That's probably fine. Could probably optimize this quite a bit. We're going to come back for that one. Let's see. Where am I going? Now I just walked a whole circle. Yeah. It's on the other end here, underneath. Well, it was on top. Let's see. Let's just leave that there. And get the other one. So this door we don't need anymore. This video will end up being around an hour, I think. Yeah, okay. So change. Alright, now we need to drop down. And we need to go up through there. So I think, yeah, I could just leave this here. Right, now we need to take this cube and we need to get through the red door, which is here. And you kind of have to sneak through. Then let's just leave that there for a moment. Get the other cube. Let's change gravity. timeline bending. Should drop it like on the other. Right. That'll do. To be here. And then, let's see, we need to fall the other way. So on this narrow tongue here. It's funny, in this game, you think about everything, everywhere you want to go up, you think of in terms of falling. So we're just gonna put this like mid-door. It looks closed, but I think that's just like we're too far from it. It's actually open. You'll notice when we get closer, it's going to render open. All right. Now you see it opens. Or it doesn't open, it just renders as opens. Now we're back in the ceiling area. And we need to put this where the red cube is going to be. So here. And here. And there's a room here. So these are needed beyond the door that is opened by the red receptacle. Alright, so now I think I still need that red there. Maybe not. Okay, now I need to, so now I'm in the ceiling, right? I've been in the ceiling for like 30 minutes. Now, you haven't seen the room yet, but where those yellow and green cubes go, the sockets are opposite one another. So I need another cube to hold one of them in the ceiling. And that's when I'm going to come back for this cube. This puzzle's solved. But I'm just going to take one of these. And this part is a little tricky. Not this one right here, but I'm just basically going to fall through the door. I have like lost this cube before. Come up on the sill. And then we need to basically go down or to my left so I can fall here. And then over here against the wall. So the cube's going to come to the steps. We need to take it out this door. So the complication is this door is only open in the blue gravity. So it's kind of annoying. Yeah, there he is. So we're going to put this on a sill, change the blue gravity. And then, let's see, I think the easiest way I've done this, we have to grab it before the door closes, which is highly annoying, but not that hard. All right. So now we need to go back in the room with the ceiling. which we can do if we can fall there. I missed. Can we put it up there? Yes, we can. Yes, we can. Whoa. Not what I intended to do. All right. Where's the? Oh no, I need to go. Wait, I need to go over there. All right. Got a little lost. All right. So we're back in the ceiling room. I don't know why I put it all the way down there. Does this matter? I beat this game for the first time like a year ago, and I think maybe this year I started looking at the achievements thinking like, oh, it'd be cool. Actually, I don't need the red cube, this one just falls. It'd be cool to get the achievements. I quite like this game, but I can totally understand if this is not your thing, because some of this is just remarkably, seemingly tedious. All right, so we're in another room. I'm going with the wrong gravity. But basically, right across from the red door we just opened. Is the room where these blocks go, and it's going to annoy me greatly if I missed. Right in here. And you have to kind of squirm your way through, but you'll see in here there's two. There's a yellow and a green, and I'm going to use that block I think these could basically almost fall through. I'm going to use that block to hold one of these in that gravity. Yep. So you can drop one on each side. And then we need to change gravity to get around. So I guess we're taller than we are wide. And then we can just drop these in. All right. And you got to use one of these to help position this guy. It's going to be a little tricky. But we can just stand on the receptacle. Make sure that's in. And then basically don't want to transition to left-right gravity, or that will get moved. All right. That is probably the most tedious part of the whole run, is that whole sequence of getting those things. So now you recognize this is the door that's on the ceiling. the previous area is that long area where there's another big block. And we're fairly close to the end now. This puzzle we do need to solve normally. Another waterfall. Like so. We do need a blue cube. These. All right, so we're getting closer. I think basically sort of a couple more puzzles, maybe 3 more puzzles. We do need to solve this one as well. So we can redirect. Then let's see. Go this way. This way. And this way. And then I don't want to do anything. Go here, here. Make the water go that way. I mean, all in all, if you consider just finding blocks and getting them into the correct room, a puzzle, or if you don't consider that a puzzle, there aren't that many new puzzles. All right, now we're basically in the last area. No, not quite yet. I always want to go the other way. Alright, so this one, this is actually not a very hard puzzle once you know what you're doing. Alright, so what I usually do is get this one against there, and then we let, let's go the other way. Let this guy fall. I don't know if this has to be, it falls back later. It'd be quicker to, so this has got to now wrap. View from this way. So there it is. Nope. There it is. Alright, so when you have that configuration, which I guess that can be down. Doesn't need to be up. And now we can pull the 2 cubes, and we're going to complete water puzzle. Oops. And these you can basically put right on the color on the edge of the cube. So we should see that door open. Yep. Good stuff. I think we're actually in the fun area now. Okay, so you come into this room with a giant wide staircase, which I don't think there's any other area. And the secret way out of here is like kind of up in the ceiling and back behind here some way. And the way you get up there is there's this pillar underneath, and there's a little door there that teleports you up top. But we do need to get the dark cube now. So this little area is pretty simple. Oops. Just got to place a couple blue cubes, the waterfall. So, redirect, and here. So this will solve this level. And then I think that's where the dark cube appears in a moment. It's kind of hard to get there. I think you can fall here, yeah. Boom. Now, we need to go back out the way we came. And let's be careful not to drop. So we're in the hallway, headed back out to the big staircase. Underneath the staircase is that pillar with the room. And so now we're up top. Basically came out there. So you turn right and you walk down and you kind of see to the left, we're coming to another platform. Turn left. Similar thing all the way down. And then turn left again. And then once you're here, you'll see this really white, sort of adorned doorway, or kind of pillar here, and you'll see some stairs down there. And that's the exit. So where are we relative to where we came in? Yeah, so we're basically kind of on top of where we came out from getting the cube. But this is one of those funny doors that you wouldn't be able to pass through. And this hallway is the alternate exit, so we cross another long corridor, which I don't think there's really anything in here. And then you start to get the funny colors, and then you'll recognize this from the normal ending. This is the long pathway that looks like the normal ending. So that's the whole thing. And I'm an hour and 10 minutes into this recording. So I don't know if that took me longer or if, I guess that took me longer than it did last time, I'm not sure. But that's it. We didn't place any of the God cubes. We didn't place any of the dark cubes. We found the alternate ending. If you have any easier, shorter, less walky ways to do it, let me know. I'm kind of curious if there is a shorter way to do some of that stuff. But anyway, amazing game. I've got all the achievements. Really enjoyed this one.